Hey, what's going on, everyone out there in YouTube land? So today we're going to have a look at an RDA, this one coming from a company called EBossVape, and this is the BLIZZ RDA. There it is, sitting on top the Triad Triple 18650 DNA 200. At the moment, got a dual fuse Clapton coil in here, ohmed out at 0.14, vaping at 95 watts, and enjoying some of my delicious banana bondage from Ardora liquid. Before we get into it, let's have a vape, shall we? Also in this video, we will be giving away a BLIZZ RDA. They did send over two, and I decided to pair up the black one with this beautiful black Arc version 2 mechanical mod. Look at that combination right there. That is beautiful. So if you like mechanical mods and you want to get in on the giveaway, make sure you guys stick around and pay attention. So the BLIZZ RDA was sent over directly by CACUQ. I believe they're pronounced C-A-C-U-Q. I always screw that one up. But they did send it over for the purpose of this review. And if you guys are interested in checking one out or picking one up, or for wholesale information, I will have their links posted in the description. And currently, at the moment, the going price for the BLIZZ, $27. So before we talk any more about it, why don't we dive down? We'll get up close and personal with it. We're not going to do a build, but I will show you guys the one that I've been using with the build I have in it. And then we'll come back up, go through some pros and cons, talk about the giveaway, and that'll be it. All right, so with that said, let's dive down. Presentation box for the BLIZZ RDA does come in this standard cardboard presentation box. There you go. Inside the box, you're going to get the BLIZZ RDA. They will include these beautiful looking resin drip tips. Also inside the box, they're going to include a bag of spares, which will include a micro screwdriver, some O-rings, and some extra post screws. The BLIZZ is available in a black anodized finish, stainless steel, and they also offer a heat-treated rainbow finish. Dimensions, we're looking at 24 millimeters in diameter. From the bottom to the top of the top cap, I measured roughly 26.5 millimeters tall. Now they do include these beautiful resin drip tips, and I must say these are really nice looking drip tips. Very high gloss, very comfortable on the lips, and they actually look really, really good. 10 millimeter bore on the opening, and this RDA will work with all your standard Goon and Apocalypse style drip tips. On the front, we do have BLIZZ machined into the top cap. Now this is a dual coil only RDA. There is no way to shut off one of the air holes to run it in single coil mode. So this one is going to be for the dual coilers only. The air holes, when wide open, measure 8 millimeter by 3.5 millimeter. And of course we have one on that side and one on that side. To adjust the airflow, here's going to be your airflow control ring at the top. And you can give it a spin and you can actually close off that air hole. So that way it's going to be 8 millimeters by roughly 1.5 millimeters. And then if you want, you can close it off halfway like so. So yeah, you do have quite a few options with airflow. At the bottom, we do have some gold plating going on. We have BLIZZ designed by Leo X, laser etched into the finish. Here's going to be your negative screw for your negative post. And then in the center, we do have a non-adjustable copper 510 pin, and that pin does stick out far enough to safely use on a hybrid connection. Now the BLIZZ is a 3-piece RDA. If we remove the top airflow control ring, we have a really nice tight O-ring for the airflow control. I did lube up the O-ring prior to the video, so that way it was much easier to adjust the airflow. So just make sure that you lube up the O-rings. There's a look at the inside. Machine quality, very nicely done for the price tag. Here's going to be the barrel section, and we do have some really tight O-rings on the base. Very, very nice. Make sure you lube those up also. There's a look at the barrel section. Having a closer look at the build deck, we have an all gold-plated build deck. I measured a 22 millimeters internal diameter. We do have this dual block design, very interesting post style. 4 post holes. The post holes measure 2.25 millimeters each. We do have gold-plated flathead post screws in the posts. And the juice well on here is fairly deep, around 5 millimeters deep. And you'll notice that we do have an opening underneath the posts, so that way your juice can travel from side to side. Here's a quick look at the build that I've been using in the stainless steel one. I have a 6-wrap, 3mm diameter, fused Clapton coil in there. And this is very, very easy to build on. So that's pretty much going to be it for the up close and personal. Let's jump back up and let's have a vape. There you have it, guys. Up close and personal with the BLIZZ RDA. Let's have a quick vape and then we'll dive into the pros and cons. Starting off with the pros, pro number 1 is going to be the drip tip. Man, China has come a long, long way with their drip tips. You know, back in the day, they used to include those big, bulky stainless steel tips with everything. Now we have some beautiful drip tips, and this particular drip tip, this resin drip tip, this thing is just beautiful. And the fact that you can use it with all your goon-style, apocalypse-style drip tips is a big bonus, so we're going to give it a pro for that. The next pro, very easy to build on. The build deck, you know, it looks different. Something, it's kind of velocity style, I guess. But, you know, to some it may look a little like, weird. But trust me, very, very easy to build on. I had no issues building it or wicking it, so we're going to give it a thumbs up for that. The next pro is the flavor. The vape I get off here, once again, depends on your build. If you put a crappy build on here, it's going to give you a crappy vape. But the flavor, really good flavor. And the airflow, this thing actually has a lot, almost too much airflow. And I prefer to run it with the airflow half open like that, with the slot like barely open. I find running it that way, I get the perfect amount of airflow. And the vape is just beautiful. So the overall vape experience on this RDA, very, very good. The next pro is the fact that it's safe to use on a hybrid connection. The pin is not adjustable, but the pin does stick out far enough. And the mod that I am giving away in this video is a hybrid mechanical mod. So, perfect combination. Thumbs up for that. And the last pro are going to be the O-rings. I like a nice, tight, snug-fitting O-ring. And the O-rings on this, nice and tight. If they're a little too tight for you, just make sure to lube up the O-rings. And the airflow control O-ring, nice and smooth. Once you lube it up, it's a nice kind of tight, firm fit. So we're going to give it a thumbs up for the O-rings. There are the pros. Let's jump through some of the cons. Con number 1, the obvious no 510 drip tip adapter. You know, it is goon style, which is nice. You know, I'm not complaining about that, but some people would like to have the option of using a smaller drip tip. So including a 510 drip tip adapter would have been a good idea, but they didn't do it, so we're going to give it a thumbs down for that. The next con, no squonking pin, no bottom feeding 510 pin. With RDAs becoming more popular lately and squonk boxes becoming more popular, a lot of manufacturers are including a bottom feeding pin with the RDA, but in this case, we don't get a pin, so we're going to give it a thumbs down for that. And the last con, no single coil option. If you're into single coil vapes, this one is not going to be for you. The airflow on it it's got too much airflow for a single coil build, so, but nonetheless, still, it would be nice to have a single coil cut out for a single coil build, so we're going to give it a thumbs down. So at the end of the day, would I recommend the BLIZZ RDA? The answer is going to be yes. Even though it is a very basic RDA, sometimes basic is better. As we've seen in the past with some other RDAs and atomizers, the basic ones just put off a really good vape. Easy to build on, comes with a nice drip tip, really no cons to it, and the price tag is pretty damn low. So at the end of the day, yes, I would highly recommend the BLIZZ RDA. So that's pretty much going to be it for the review, guys. Let's talk about the giveaway. Now, in the giveaway, we're going to include the BLIZZ RDA, this new black one right here, and this ARC V2 mechanical mod. I did a review on this a while ago. If you're curious, just check out my previous videos, and I love this mech mod. I don't know why I'm giving it away, but it just pairs so nicely with this RDA. So what you have to do is make sure that you are a subscriber, like the video, and once we hit 500 likes, we'll do an announcement, we'll pick a winner. But in the comments section, I want you guys to tell me, what was your very first mechanical mod? What was your very first mechanical mod? And if you say, well, I never had a mechanical mod, then this giveaway might not be for you, because this is a hybrid mechanical mod, hybrid RDA, so this is not really for the beginner vapor. This is more for the experienced vapor. So with that said, I want to hear what your first mechanical mod was down in the description. And once we hit 500 likes, that will activate the giveaway, and we'll throw everyone's name into a randomizer, choose one lucky winner, and that'll pretty much be it. All right, so with all that said, thanks you guys for watching. I do appreciate it. If you have any comments or questions, feel free to leave them below. Please like, share, and subscribe. I'll talk to everyone very, very soon. Make sure you guys build safe and vape on.